Everyone needs an Aquarius. We are back. We are back in the building. Dom, how are you doing?
I am good. I am good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain, man. I mean, it's it's trying times right now, as they say. In these streets. In general, just the way the world is going right now.
Oh yeah, you're right. I okay. So now I see what you say as far as your mic. It was fine, and we started recording, and it kind of went lower. But I don't know if you can turn it up or
Yeah. Hold
anything.
up.
But yes, the world is crazy, and you want to know what's like super crazy is this morning I followed this guy on Instagram, and I love commentary surrounding like the fashion industry, like all of that stuff. And he is this black guy, and he identifies like he's straight. He's straight. He's married. All this stuff. So he was like doing this commentary surrounding this advertisement surrounding um, Old Navy. And so it's like all these influencers and models and celebrities in this particular ad about denim. Like Cardi B is the probably the biggest star, but you have Wisdom K, who is known for kind of like high low mixing and matching, and he's a really bomb influencer. We see him a lot where he partners with different brands and stuff. It's like, okay, fashion, but make it the World Cup. And so he'll just do all this dope, crazy stuff. Wisdom K is the bomb. And so, anyway, this guy's commentary surrounding this is simply that it's fast fashion and it ain't a good look. And so I have a problem with that, okay? Because like
Okay.
everybody keeps shaming people surrounding fashion. And so y'all for that don't know, fast fashion is anything pretty much in the mall outside of Saks or Neiman's or anything like that. Nordstrom will have a mix of fast fashion pieces because they carry carry some stuff from ASOS and whatever. But there are certain particular brands that get like a bad rap. Shein being the main one that gets a bad rap, and I'm frustrated because I commented normally like my remarks are there's an echo.
Is that better?
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Do you hear echo
Okay.
now?
No, no,
Go.
no. I was okay. I can hear. I'm good now.
Good.
Okay. So anyway, the commentary surrounding these places and all of this stuff is like pretty much everybody is shaming people that shop fast fashion wise, right?
Okay.
Fast fashion could be, pretty much anything. You get it at
Is that
Walmart,
Fashion Nova? Is that Fashion Nova?
fast fashion as well, fast fashion. So any of these places, but I was like, okay, so when are we going to stop shaming people for shopping according to their pocketbook? You can be upset or whatever that people shop at certain places, but people are trying to literally stretch their money in this economy. Gas is high, groceries are high, clothing costs even more. And I'm like, why are we having this conversation surrounding how the consumer and telling the consumer how they can shop when the blame should be on these corporations? And I'm like, you're getting mad or you're frustrated that people shop a certain way, and granted a lot of your content is surrounding the fashion industry as a whole, main so morally so higher end fashion and luxury, like shops and stuff, brands. But I'm like, you're chewing people out and saying that, oh, this is obviously a money grab for the people in the commercial. First of all, we know Cardi B is about her money. She ain't never not gonna take a bag.
Mm.
But number two, again, why are you pocket watching what other people do with their money? It's the economy. What are we talking about? And
Mm.
so I had to also say that these luxury fashion houses, all of it is bad for the economy, like for our environment. When we really think about it, how they produce stuff, they don't produce stuff the same way that were producing stuff even 10 years ago. It's not the same way. The quality has gone down significantly, and y'all are charging people quadruple, but y'all mad at people for shopping, like you said, at a Fashion Nova, Shein, or whatever. And I'm like, are we providing alternatives? Because everybody don't want to shop secondhand. And then the people that do shop secondhand, these places mark up shit where it's like ridiculous as well. And I'm not just talking about designer. And I love designer. Like, let me say that. But I think it's messed up that we are putting all of this responsibility on the consumer when it should go back to the businesses, the
Oh,
corporations. I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
yeah, no, you good, you good, you
And I
good.
was like, I don't have to make a reel about this. I'm like, because again, why? Why? And if you don't shop somewhere or whatever, that's cool. Just leave it alone. Like turn the other cheek and move. Yeah, y'all gotta stop. And it'll be the same thing with these boycotts too. And I get it when places like Target are in places where there are other options, like especially in a place like if you live in LA or New York. But what about places that are food deserts and that is they have a super Walmart or Target? What are they supposed to do?
Mm.
That's all.
I'm look. I try to stay out of them conversations in general because that ain't even nothing.
Hi, welcome to Everyone Needs an Aquarius.
Yes.
This is the
Yeah. No.
humanitarian
Hey,
in me. Stay out people business.
we got to talk about something that people have been. We kind of cracked the code early with it. Uh, uh, she was on the loose for a while. Um, they caught the young lady Elaine Esco, the woman that the PPP loans that escaped to Jamaica for like over about a year. We talked about maybe almost close to
Oh,
last.
they caught
They
her.
caught her. Yeah, hold on. Here
Where
we
where
go.
did they find her?
Got her in Jamaica. Here we go.
A
Where's she
Jamaican
from?
woman accused of orchestrating a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme captured in Jamaica and extradited to the United States. She now faces multiple fraud and money laundering charges, acquiring over 32 million US dollars. Romardo Lyons has our story.
Jamaica makes lists all around the globe, but this particular list raised eyebrows and concern. The FBI's most wanted fraudsters list. 41-year-old Jamaican Elaine Esco made the list, with 150,000 US dollars put up for information leading to her arrest and conviction. Over 23 million Jamaican dollars. Why? Conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, multiple counts of wire fraud and money laundering, the charges on which she was indicted in 2025. The case has been making headlines across America.
The FBI nabbed another fraudster. They arrested this woman, 41-year-old woman in Jamaica, after a federal manhunt. Prosecutors allege this is Elaine Esco helped obtain over $32 million.
After escaping the country, agents have been looking for Elaine Esco for nearly 2 months.
She's accused of helping to fraudulently obtain more than 32 million US dollars in pandemic relief funds through fake businesses and forged financial records. That's over 4.9 billion Jamaican dollars. The US Attorney General says she allegedly stole critical relief funds intended for legitimate businesses during the COVID-19 pandemic. US authorities say she fled 2025 after failing to appear in court. During that time, she was living under a false identity. Nonetheless, she was held by Jamaican authorities. Following her arrest, the 41-year-old was extradited to South Florida on Saturday. She was apprehended in Jamaica following a joint investigation by US and Jamaican law enforcement authorities. Her extradition was coordinated by the FBI, the US Marshals Service, the US Department of State's Diplomatic Security Service, and the US Embassy in Kingston. Romarda Lyons, TVJ News.
They got her, man. They got Elaine,
I'm
man.
I'm mad you went to Jamaica. Like I feel like you went to Jamaica because
That's
it
where
was
she
quick.
from.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is once there, you have a Jamaican passport. We're nobody on to you that quick. You should have been in Dubai, France, or somewhere where you can be extradited back to. They don't have that back to uh
Yeah, I've
extradition.
read that extradition thing is kind of some bullshit. Because if it's a certain amount, they'll send people over there and just post up on you, like the dude from that was doing Backstreet Boys and
Yeah, but you can be extradited from there.
No, you could not be extradited from the country. The U.S. went into there and grabbed him. They followed him for like 2 weeks and caught him at a restaurant.
Wasn't he like in the Philippines or something?
He was in the place where Russell Simmons is.
In Bali?
Yes.
See, and this is the thing. No, because we know, knowing what we know about him in particular, then he should have been extradited. And Russell Simmons has come back to the States.
I mean,
he has popped in and out. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all, if that's the case, y'all pick and choose. But I'm like, you can't really. I feel like that means that they probably had something and they was cooperating with them.
I wouldn't stop paying people in Jamaica.
With the girl in Jamaica for sure, like they was cooperating.
No, but I'm saying that she probably stopped paying people. She probably had people pay because that's why she was on the run for over a year. I think she stopped paying because Jamaica's corrupt. She could have figured out a way and paid them off.
That's what I'm saying. But I also would have just left there. I wouldn't have been there because that's the first place. That's the first place they gonna look.
It's 32 million. I think extradition go out the window for 32 million. If it's like 500,000, they ain't tripping. 32 million? Oh, they gonna stalk you and they gonna figure it out. They gonna offer that government like, well, we gonna give you $1 million. Well, she offering us 500,000 a year. We'll give y'all $5 million right now because we need to get her back.
I'm just like,
Elaine Esco, they got her, man. I thought she was gonna be on the run for a while. I mean, maybe I'm thinking
she went home and was doing too much. She went home and was doing too much. No, doing too much and not enough.
Yeah, because they like you said, low key. She should have probably left there after a while. After 6 months, I
wouldn't even been there that long. Like I would have been looking over my shoulder too much. I would have went to like and see what I say. What? No, I have to make it. I told you sit down. I'm gonna make lunch. I would have went somewhere and got some plastic surgery. I need to go hold you.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I would have been in Turkey changing my face up. Like, y'all would not have known me. Who? Nah.
Yeah, because she was gone for, let's see. She was on the run since June of 2025. So she was over a year. She was on the run.
A little over a year. Ain't that, more.
I mean, our other homeboy, he only made it about 5 months. But that's a little bit different, though. You broke out of jail. And she had money and resources, too. What was his name? DeAndre? What was the brother that...
Yeah. Duran.
It was Derek. Yes.
Derek.
He didn't have no resources, though. She got $35 million. It's different.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, dang, they didn't call her, man. They didn't call her. This is going to be a fun show, y'all. So we just going to do some fun topics. It's not going to be too much. I mean, it's going to be some serious stuff, but not too much. All right, Don. Do you see the New York commissioner that helped out her son with the drive-by?
No.
The Mount Vernon Police Commissioner.
You know who from Mount Vernon?
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
We all know who's Mount Vernon. Money making Mount Vernon. Not Puff Daddy is from there, but let's highlight the great people. Heavy D is from there. P Rock and CL Smooth are from Mount Vernon. The boys.
Listen, they're not con artists. They're not.
But all right, here we go with it. We're gonna play the news report on this. This is crazy, Dom. This is beyond crazy.
Okay.
Lackard was a second in command at the Mount Vernon Police Department, serving as its deputy police commissioner for more than 6 years. She helped keep crime off the city streets and arrested criminals when she needed to. But today, this morning, she was greeted at the door by police officers, but they were there to put handcuffs on her and now charged alongside her 20-year-old son with attempted murder. We'll show you video tonight of the 49-year-old Lackard who was let out of the 44th precinct a little while ago, her hands cuffed behind her back. Her son Chase is still inside the precinct. According to sources, both were arrested at their home on Boynton Avenue in the Soundview section this morning, a little more than a month after the high-ranking cop allegedly drove the getaway car for her son in an apparent shooting involving a gang. Lackard's son is accused of opening fire back on June 29th behind the Bronx Criminal Courthouse while inside the car with his mom behind the wheel. His target, a rival gang member. No one was shot in this incident, but Chase is a reputed member of the Slutty Gang. According to police records, he was reportedly shot by police back in 2024 after allegedly wielding a gun, and in 2023, he was also reportedly shot by a cop in the chest on a Bronx bus during a fight with other teens. Lackard is officially out of a job with the city of Mount Vernon, effective immediately. A spokesman says, in part, quote, the allegations are unrelated to her duties with the Mount Vernon Police Department and do not stem from any conduct associated with the department or the performance of her official responsibilities. The Mount Vernon Police Department remains fully committed to its nationally recognized wellness unit. The department will continue to operate without interruption, and the critical wellness services and support it provides to our officers, civilian employees, their families, and the community at large will continue as part of the department's ongoing commitment to the health and well-being of its workforce. Now, in addition to that attempted murder charge, Jennifer Lackard and her son Chase also face conspiracy charges. We're also learning tonight that Jennifer Lackard has already been arraigned at Bronx Criminal Court. She's due back in late September. We're still waiting to find out what happened during that arraignment. Her son Chase is still inside the 44th precinct, expected to also be arraigned tonight. He also has multiple court appearances on the calendar for the coming weeks to unrelated incidents.
So Dom, you take you.
I just looked her picture up because I just wanted to confirm. But a slutty gang, what are we doing? I'm supposed to be scared of somebody. What is the slutty? Like, what is the rival gang's name? Like bitchy gang? Like I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you helped your son in a drive-by. Now, could there be a possibility that she didn't? Oh, no, that's no way.
No, it's no way. Ain't no way. In the words of Chris Brown.
I'm just wondering if, like, he just rolled down the window and started busting.
No.
I'm trying to figure out
you already been shot in the chest by a cop and all this other stuff. What is going on, dude? Like, I am just really trying to understand the situation at hand. When it says slutty gang,
it's kind of like slime gang, which was what was
slime is better than slutty.
Cats be naming they stuff whatever.
It's not real.
It's not real.
But this is why kids see this is we have as millennials have failed these children. These children are not our future, and I always say
she's not a millennial though. She's a Gen Xer. She's 49.
Okay, she's pushing it. She's right there. She at the tail end. Okay, these kids need.
I did a little research. She a Delta too.
She failed her child. Why was he playing baseball outside, softball, running track, football, all of this stuff? See, these kids need to be outside. My nieces and my nephew go outside when I got here. I said, hey, go outside before it get too hot. Go out, go touch grass. What are we talking about?
What kind of parent? Does it have to be more to this that we just don't know?
Maybe it is that theory. You said that they was riding the car together. She was at a stoplight and then he rolled the window down. Maybe. Right. Let's stick with that theory.
or maybe he was getting bullied and she was trying to help.
You want to know why you was bullied? Because you was in a gang called Slutty Gang. That's why you got bullied.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Next.
I mean, it's the Slutty Gang. I mean, man, like, how, what kind of mothering is going on?
You were really trying to figure this out.
That because like because people always be like free such and such, and their son is a terrible person, and running.
Her son might actually just be a terrible person as well, which is partially her fault to a certain degree. He needed hobbies. These kids need to go outside.
He's 20. He need, if he had a hobby already, then she needed to figure that one out.
Go play soccer. Do something.
Yeah. I just wonder if there's more to this. That's all. And it may not be. She just may just be a woman that just placates her son all the time.
She also could just be a nigga.
All right, Don.
Like, that was our faith, and none of these people said no.
Yeah, I see you don't. I mean, crime doesn't pay, basically. But one crime that wasn't a crime, but just wrong. Shout out to the brother who was out there making chili. And this is the story I want to talk about from last week that we didn't get a chance to talk about. Man kicked out of theater for cooking chili in the back. So, and selling it. Here's the copy. A man claims he was ejected from an IMAX theater after bringing a fully functioning crock pot of chili and selling bowls to fellow moviegoers in the back row. According to the man's account, he set up during a late night screening, plugging the slow cooker into a nearby outlet and offering hot chili for a few dollars. Several patrons reportedly bought bowls before staff noticed the activity and the strong aroma. Theater employees confronted him, ordered him to stop, and asked him to leave. He was escorted out while still holding the crock pot. The incident has sparked online debate, with some calling it entrepreneurial and others labeling it a fire and hygiene hazard. Theater management has not publicly commented. The man says he simply wanted to make a little extra cash while watching the movie.
Not mad at it.
Nah,
you hustler, homie. Can't knock the hustle. But could you imagine going to the theater a little earlier, getting there before the previews, and it's somebody, hey man, for $5, you get you a bowl of chili. I'm gonna hold you. Let me say this. If it's just, we as colors and we as blacks, we don't eat everybody's food.
Right.
But I don't know. It's sometimes you look at some certain people and you be like,
I mean, this is a heavy set white man that look like he can cook.
And you said it, I thought it. I might have got. I said I don't want a bowl. I'll do a little cup. Here's the $5, but I'm not just in the event. Because when I go to the movies anyway, it's rare that I buy like food, like like a lot of the stuff that they make. So then I would know. I'm like, oh, this was that chili. This was popcorn, because I'm a popcorn slurpee type of girl.
Yeah.
Ice,
that's Xander's favorite go-to. That's what she gonna get. But this is the thing with my man. I wonder I would think the chili would be fire. The fact that you brought the chili and plugged it in and had it on a slow cooker for me, that shit probably fire. And you know it. And you know it because you brought it. You had the audacity to bring it out. And I'm sure, especially if you come in later, you saw 4 or 5 other people sitting there sipping and like going like,
yeah,
give me one.
Yeah, and see that's now I'm intrigued because I make a really mean chili. Like my daddy gave me his recipe, and then I expounded upon it, with the fresh chilies and peppers and all of that and tomato. I mean, I be putting my foot in my chili. So I don't use chili beans. I use black beans and pinto beans. And then, with a red onion, all of that. Oh, it's good. I didn't make chili this last year.
You did?
No, I just thought about that. you know, as we age, you get acid reflux, so you got to be
Yeah.
careful. So I try to
You gotta watch out what you eating. I
with
get
the
it.
red sauces and stuff.
I get it. I get it. But man, that's entrepreneurial. Shout out to that brother, man. That was on that. Hey, I ain't mad at you.
I
And
ain't
low
mad at
key,
it.
you need to start pushing your Instagram out there now and start dropping them off at people place or get you a little food station until you can get a
Yeah,
food truck. Like, hey, I'm gonna be with my slow cooker at a little table on Martha King and Natural Bridge.
yeah,
Not Martha King Natural Bridge. They don't run the same route. Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, and we can get this. I'll be out there for an hour. Come through and get your chili, and
yeah.
then just moving into maybe somebody need to invest in him and get him a food truck because this is good promo. They start out or put him on a food truck.
Yes, that's hilarious. I listen. You got to do what you got to do, especially again in this economy. Yeah.
I'm with these shits. I'm with this one. All right. Next up, and crime doesn't pay. You really didn't want to talk about it, but we talking about it anyway. Keefe D is out here doing ridiculous stuff. It's good for the algorithm. All right, Dom. Keefe D is good for the algorithm. I'm sorry, I kicked out one of the topics. All right, it's kicked off.
So you see, okay, y'all, look. See, here's the issue. I'm at my brother's house and I'm watching the kids. I am nannying today,
Yeah,
and these babies is hungry, and you up here adding extra topics.
I didn't add extra topic. I took one out.
Okay, all right.
Took
Well,
one
I don't
out.
know what the
It's
update
Keefe
is.
D.
We got another 35 minutes. All
That's
right.
cool. There
Cool.
we go. Keefe D. Here you go.
You did not have anything to do with Tupac Shakur's murder. Who do you think did?
To me, I think they witnessed Reggie Wright Jr. All he do is lie, tell stories. He even be on interviews threatening my son, you know what I'm saying? Threatening my family. It's wrong. He even came.
Yo, Dom has her hand raised. Go ahead, Dom.
Okay, I'm irritated because why didn't they mic him up?
Oh, I don't know. That's
Because this echo is killing me. Like I can hear her clear, and I'm getting all this extra surround sound echo, and I am. Oh my God, I hate it. But continue.
You know, on interviews threatening.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Is she still? Are we? This is Keefe D.
Yeah, he's in jail now.
We
for
know he's in
Tupac
jail.
murder.
Here's my problem.
Go ahead. We 25
Well,
seconds. You already got a
Because
problem.
we don't even have to finish because he gonna talk a lot of mumbo jumbo sauce. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
My problem is if you're not telling us and you're not snitching, we don't got nothing to talk
He
about.
kind of snitching right now. He said Reggie Wright. No, he naming the people. He think no.
In my family. No, it's wrong, man. It's very wrong.
In that 400-page motion filed by the DA's office, one of the points that they are trying to make is that a lot of what you have said is true. So you're sort of your own witness, that you said you went to prison for selling drugs, all of these specifics, your role with the Crips. So they're saying you were accurate, so you might be accurate about the murder.
There are lies. It's a bunch of lies.
You know what else kept coming up in the court documents? Biggie's murder, and how at some point you were a suspect.
Yeah, they took my car and did forensics on it. And that car was never shot out of or nothing like that. And it's wrong because I was under the parking garage when that man got killed. When he got killed, they came running back and went in there and said, they just killed Biggie. And I was under the parking garage. That stuff happened. They just, to me, the police did that stuff. Who expert shots like that, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Keefe D, I'm done with you right now. All right.
Dude, I too. Now I was hearing her echo. I was like, so nobody was mic'd up. Y'all using that boom. That ain't how the boom work.
And
That's
listen, and you in that hollow ass room in
Yes,
jail.
yeah.
Ain't got no acoustics, no bounce off none of the walls. Hey, that audio going like this.
I know. I'm like, it's too. Listen. My ears, my ears are already sensitive
Mm-hmm.
as it is, being
But,
hard of hearing. I was
but
like,
Don, why
geez,
is Keefe D do interviews in general? This is why he's locked up right now from doing interviews and writing a book. And why is his lawyer letting him do this? You inserting yourself in the Pac and Biggie murders have gotten you here.
you
Have
gotta let
not
it
learned
go like
anything.
Elsa. Like, let it go. We're over it at
Have
this
you not
point.
learned anything, Keefe D?
Because at this point, it's like she said, well, the courts have said some of the stuff that you've said is true. And then you start reading his rap sheet. Yes, girl, he did that. We know that he did. We know he sold drugs. We know he did this. We know he did that. But y'all just trying to tie him. And what they really trying to do, for real, is like shake him up and get whatever this information is that he is holding.
Mm-hmm.
What if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the game never leaves G Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened. We reimagine the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Is.
And in a court of law, you guilty when you withhold information. So,
Yeah.
and that's just what it is. Like, we know how the court system works.
You
So
don't
at
have
this
to
point, you
say
either
anything.
singing or what are we talking? You inside.
You don't have to say anything, no.
No,
Like,
you don't. You would have been on the outside. You might have been taking a nice stroll down the street, wherever you live.
this is attention horn, right? This is
Because this is
attention horn.
ridiculous. Why is this still a thing?
It's attention horn. It's just he has to be involved with this. And the thing that's the saddest part about this, it's not even sad, but the reason he can do all this and he can get away with just talking about so much and people listen, he's the only one that's alive that was in the car. That's still alive. So it's
Yeah.
like you are the only one left that we can talk to about the death of Pac. And then you were at the vibe party when Biggie got killed. Like, this dude talking about he saw the whole thing. He in the garage. Are you Where's Waldo of death of like hip hop murders? You just happen to be. I just happened to be in the car when they shot. But I ain't passing. Even though he said I passed him the gun in one thing, then another thing he said he didn't. Then he said, "Oh yeah, it might have been our other homeboy." Like, and now you in the garage and seeing Biggie get shot. Is a
And what garage? Because and again, that place is Peterson has been remodeled, but I don't think the garage was ever on the side where Biggie got shot. Because Biggie is, unless he was more on the Fairfax side. Because then now you saying that the car, you know what I'm saying? You saying that the car moved because he got shot. He got shot on Wilshire, right? And not Fairfax. Correct me if I'm wrong. Biggie got shot. He was on Wilshire.
Yeah, I mean, it's it was a quote on Martin. If you remember the episode of Martin where the first time he broke up with Gina, and when he playing cards with Stan and a couple of the older guys that Stan hang out with, and he's walking out, he's like, man, I need to get. He's like, my woman left me because I didn't want to do blah blah blah, and the man says to him, old fools used to be old young fools. So I think about Keefe D with that. Because you was
That's
a young
true.
fool and you were old fool too.
Yeah.
Because you just
Yeah.
just ridiculous with it.
Every time I want to say the word idiot, I think of the Antoine Dawson, his sister. Like when you think of the full interview, she was like an idiot. Like she.
Oh man. Oh man, since we gonna stay gang related for a second in our episode of Crime Doesn't Pay, Big U allegedly and another individual, Whack 100, who is really the Where's Waldo of hood shit, is allegedly been extorting Future for years and even beat him up. That's what we find out this week in court docs. I'm just like, what?
And even to the point where they ran upon him at LAX and he ran off, and Sierra was like still standing there. This lets y'all know how long ago this was.
Okay, so
Sierra was there one of those times, and they said Sierra more gangster than Future, because she probably like you, but y'all gonna have to do what y'all gonna do, but I'm not. You know what I mean? But it's just also just. I be having questions for us blacks.
Us blacks. I mean, I know.
Also, wait, this is sidebar. This is my ADHD friend. Have Plenty is on Prime, and it's free.
I own it, so.
Oh, I mean, I own it in St. Louis on VHS, but
I got on DVD.
I was trying to watch it last night, and my dude was like, I really ain't trying to, like, I want to see it, but I ain't really trying to see Have Plenty again right now. And I'm like, this is a classic.
But Big U, man, like, when did we become, I mean, I understand, but I mean, you're an LA person, and maybe you could ask your dude this, because he understands the landscape a little bit of the LA. They really believe in this check-in shit, though, huh?
They really do, and it's the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing to me. And I'm like, is it for people of a certain tax bracket? Because I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
What I understand is if
like,
you want to go hang out
here's the thing, people be doing it. Let me tell you something. Focus pressed me when I came to town to talk about some check-in. Boy,
coming to your own city.
Coming to my own city. What are we talking about? You ain't check in. And what you gonna do? All right, they're my people though, but I just had to let you know he did press me about that. That's the thing. It's like, what are the rules of the check-in? I'm gonna have to, you know what? We might have to get another Aquarius on here to talk about it, because that Aquarius, my partner, like, he knows, because I know he grew up in like gang area, so I don't know what that looks like. But also, does that mean, okay, does Michael B. Jordan check in?
See, I think it's if you want to be hanging out in hood places, I believe.
Why?
And look, our LA affiliates, please jump in the comments, or please hit us up.
Because James Harden being from here, right?
Right.
Does James Harden check in? And I know some of the people that
James Harden's from the Valley though, too, isn't he?
See, that I don't know. I just know he's from LA.
I know Gilbert Arenas is from the Valley. I'm gonna see where James Harden's from. But I'm saying, but they may not be hanging around the place. They ain't trying to hang out in Bompton or nothing. You know what I mean? Necessarily, maybe.
I thought.
So he's from Compton. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I was like. He's from Compton. Yeah.
He went to Lakewood High School though, but he's from Compton.
Oh, you know what? Maybe Sade will pick up. Hold on, let me ask my homegirl.
Artesia High School is where he went to, in Lakewood, California.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call Sade, because maybe she could give us, because she's from Compton, and I'm like, maybe she will know. Let's see. Let's call phone a friend. We're gonna phone a friend. I know she wasn't gonna pick up. I know she picked up.
Can I call you back when I get off?
Oh man, I had a question. All right.
What's up?
The question was, do people from LA have to check in?
No.
Okay. All right.
Unless you're a buster.
Okay. We'll circle back. Call me when you get off.
All right, bye.
She was so plain about it. Like, all right, bye. So these are, most of the time people are checking. These are non-LA people trying to come here.
But that's what I'm saying. So like I said, does Michael B. Jordan check in? Does Denzel?
I don't think he's hanging out the places where he would need to check in.
And that's the thing. It's like it's really interesting, because you see people be with certain people, and I'm like, how does this become a thing? Do you like, oh, How do they find out where somebody gonna be to even press them to check in? Like if I'm at Giorgio Baldi, right, where Rihanna eat Italian food, are y'all about to? It just so happened that the paparazzi caught me coming out. Are y'all like? Do y'all have people on scanners? Like, how do y'all find these people to make them check?
Good point. Good point.
Because like I have so many questions. I just want to know.
And like, I mean, if I gotta check in, that means that's not the area I need to be
I'm
hanging
gonna ask
out at.
them. I saw him the
I'm
other day at this event, and I just was like, I ain't even. I'm gonna ask him.
And I'm assuming it's only for males. It's only for men. I'm assuming women don't have to check in.
Right? Because what you pressing Holly Berry for?
I mean, now, do ugly girls have to check in though?
Okay, next topic.
No, I'm just saying with the big U thing, like, do they be like, dang, this you below?
Well, but I don't think women, like you said, I don't think women really actually have to check
and women
in.
are not
I think
involved in
it's
it for
just-
real though.
Yeah.
Let me quit joking. Women ain't involved in it at all, so it doesn't even matter. But it's crazy the fact that Big U is involved in a whole bunch of stuff.
Him and Wack 100. I just be like, how y'all? The
Y'all too
information.
open to shit though too. For the record,
How are y'all not behind bars? But whatever.
well, Big U's behind bars right now. He's on that. He's on.
Oh yeah,
He's on a couple of RICO charges and a murder charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how this stuff came out. Is from the from stuff for the, well, I guess the pre-trial stuff.
I can't believe here. We gonna say all that to say I still cannot believe that Future ran off on Sierra. Now my question
now he could have looked at it like,
is this post baby or pre-baby? Because I got some questions for Sierra.
I mean, maybe she looked at it. They looked at it like, nothing's gonna happen to her. Like it's gonna happen to me, not her.
Like, how you press somebody? That's what I'm saying. Like, how did y'all know that they was at LAX?
Yeah.
So
how did they know? But all right, next up, Don, what is going on with this Brittney Griner situation?
Listen, I don't know. All I know is that homegirl filed for divorce from her wife, who was very, very, very present and active in getting Brittney Griner free from prison over there in Russia. And we do know that Brittney Griner was looking at somewhere from like 6 to 10 years for that pen, right? And we say all that to say, now she want a divorce. She want to leave her behind and move on with her life. And it's just wild to me. Like, relationships be wild, honestly, truly. Because when you really think about just all the things like that you go through when it comes to a relationship, and how you put your, for better or for worse. And in the worst moment of Brittney Griner's life, her wife, Sherelle Griner, showed up for her. Now, I have a question. Wasn't Brittney Griner already, like, previously to Sherelle? Wasn't she with somebody else? Because there's a child involved.
Yeah, Gloria Johnson. There was a basketball player, another basketball player.
So she has a track record of being like,
yeah, she had paid child support to the other. Remember that was the big deal. She was like one of the first women, like, that was getting they WNBA checks hit up because of a child support.
Right,
even
and
though
I'm
she didn't
like,
have the kid.
So for Sherelle, unfortunately, is you there's likely another woman involved. Likely.
I don't know if you've seen all the drama going on with the one with the WNBA with the cheating and stuff, where the girl, one of the WNBA players, came out and was like, she been cheating with such, like, named 4 or 5 girls off.
Yes.
During the WNBA All-Star game. Yeah.
So I figured that this is likely what it is. It's likely some sort of cheating that is taking place. But also, that was Sherelle, you was messing with that woman knowing what her situation was. And so now it's happening to you. So it's the same thing that happens over and over. It's a tale as old as time, Beauty and the Beast. So
yeah, man, like, man,
it's just really interesting. And so it hasn't been too much information, as neither person has spoken publicly, but Sherelle's is an attorney. She spent, spent months publicly advocating for Brittney's release, completely outside of her comfort zone as a private person. Brittney even credited her with saving her life. And when she came home in December of 2022, they had a baby Bash back in 2024, and now they filing for divorce. So there's another child involved.
So she's got 2 kids now.
She got 2 kids.
Dang.
Jeez.
They coming for them checks too. Oh, she definitely probably coming for them checks.
Yeah.
There ain't no question.
This is crazy. I didn't see that coming. At least not so soon.
Yeah, there's no question that he's coming for them. I mean, dang, Brittney Griner is crime doesn't pay.
Griner grimy.
Allegedly grimy.
You know, black people, we like alliteration.
Yes. All right, our last story in our crime doesn't pay episode. Did you see this story of a dude that was abusing his daughter, or like underage messing with his daughter? He posed as her on TikTok to get him to come to the house so he could whoop his ass. So here we go.
You said that story wrong, but okay.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, you said
a father got his daughter. I mean, his daughter was being abused by a 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
And then he posed as her on TikTok to get him to come over so he could whoop his ass.
Yes, that makes yeah. Because I was like,
charged with raping an 11-year-old Grove City girl, pleaded not guilty. 20-year-old Diego Montoya Gonzalez was arrested after prosecutors say the victim's mother found a video on her child's phone of the alleged rape. The victim's father accused of luring the suspect back to the home and shooting him.
Gonzalez was in court today before she was sent to Breaking News. 10 TV's Carla Rogner went to that courtroom.
Diego Montoya Gonzalez appeared virtually from Jackson Pike Correctional, but the child's mother and the father, who's accused of shooting him, sat in the courtroom as prosecutors read the charges against him. Detectives began looking into 20-year-old Diego Montoya Gonzalez after the mother of an 11-year-old found a video on her child's phone.
The mother of the victim called Grove City Police to report that her 11-year-old child was sexually assaulted by, at the time, an unknown adult male.
The next day, prosecutors said the child's father lured him back to the home.
The child's father started messaging the defendant on a TikTok account as if he was his daughter, stating that, quote, the daughter, was home alone because, again, quote, her parents had left. At about 6:09, the defendant showed up to the back door of the residence. The father answered the door and ultimately shot the defendant twice.
The child's father sat in the courtroom as Montoya Gonzalez was arraigned. He's charged with felonious assault, but we're not showing him to protect the identity of his daughter. According to
I see no problems here.
Me neither.
From the father.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, free him.
Yeah, I don't see no crimes from the father. See 0 crimes. It may be even worse if it was.
Because what we doing? Free him. Free him. He did what he was supposed to do. And see, this is what's wrong with this country. This is another thing that's wrong with this country. You know, we allow abusers and predators to roam and be, at large like this, as if they're not sick and they don't need to be locked up somewhere. Like they should be in a town, somewhere in the middle of Montana where nobody is, gated, where they cannot have access to the outside world. Like they should all have to live together and be, creeps together. Because ain't no way, baby, like you said, if that was you, they might not be alive.
That's what I'm saying. Or he may be alive, but be me in my basement. If you get what I'm saying. It'd be a month away. It'd be like, dang, I was coming doing a podcast at D Crib and everything, and that nigga was over in my.
I never knew. He had him bound and gagged.
Yep, and cutting them every day. But before we get out of here, do want to discuss this one topic real quick. I forgot that I just wanted us to highlight when we were talking about the brother that Nolan. There's a sister, Tamela Horsford, who was in a similar case where she went to a birthday party with a lot of her friends. and she ended up dead.
Slumber
This is
party.
yeah, it was a birthday, like a slumber party, an adult slumber party at that.
Mhm.
And this is her friend with her plight. And then we'll talk about for a second, and then we'll be out of here.
Hi, I'm here to talk about my friend Tamela Horsford. Her case, unfortunately, is a lot like the Nolan Wells case. She was out with people who were not her friends, actually. She'd never met most of the women at the party or the men. There was only one friend that she had known for like 5 years there. But as we know in the Nolan Wells case as well, those were not his friends. But similarly in Tamela's case, I'm going to post pictures here where you're going to see the medical examiner took back injuries that the police used to declare her death an accidental fall. The police and the medical examiner state that her neck was broken, her wrist was dislocated, when in reality, the medical examiner, a year and a half later, when the case was opened by the GBI, which he worked for, but they had never interviewed him the first go round in the police investigation for Forsyth County Sheriff's Office in Cumming, Georgia. He actually took back the broken neck and said it was actually only hyperextended, which was what the police said killed her. They said her broken neck. And then they said her wrist was dislocated in the autopsy, when in reality, the independent autopsy that the family also had to do, similarly as in the Nolan Wells case, the independent autopsy revealed many more broken bones, many more injuries, but the wrist was actually a compound fracture with the ulna bone protruding the skin, and it was post-mortem, which the father also brings up in one of his many interviews with Forsyth County Sheriff. But as they mentioned in their interview, they only went by the Georgia medical examiner, the GBI autopsy. They would not consider the independent autopsy. They did not want her case on social media. You'll hear them talk about that in interviews on my profile.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch, though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey, man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And
Peace.
he do regular day jobs. Don't forget that.
Why not? Why didn't you want it on social media? Because they didn't want it to turn into what Nolan Wells case turned into. The public outcry, the protests, the big names like Crump and Kaepernick and Tyler Perry coming out and demanding justice. So Tamela, unfortunately, has not gotten her justice, and it's been 7 years. November 4th of 2018, she lost her life with a group of white people. There were 4 men present at that party that she was invited to, and like 9 women who all say they didn't see anything, but we all know that's not true.
All right, Dom. Yeah, man.
Sometimes, I know you ain't been a conspiracy theorist since 05.
Oh, well, I mean, it was a little latency in there, so we'll say 07. I was fully off narcotic, but I just made the decision in 03 to 05 to get off of it. It took me till 07 to get fully off of it.
I think that's
I've
just
been fully clean almost 20 years.
Yes, sure. You sometimes like the way my mind goes, I was like, okay, so what was they sacrificing her for? Like that's where my mind goes. But then I have to think that some people are they're just sick and demented, and they get off on sadistic type things and treacherous things that they do to people, Black people in particular, because when we really break down on some of the stuff that really happened during slavery, y'all just far, 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 far worse. Like Black people really deserve so much more than 40 acres and a mule. Like we deserve so much more. And I don't know like why they came to mind because I recently went to go see a haunted heist, a haunted heist or whatever with Lil
Mhm.
Rel and
Yeah,
King
how
Batch.
was that? How was that?
Actually, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Very cohesive, funny. I enjoyed myself. But it made me think of like one of the plots of that movie, and they needed to uh spoiler alert, like part of it was like this sacrifice. And
Okay.
so I think about stuff like that because I get that from somewhere. And do I think that it's people, like night walkers and stuff walking among us? I don't necessarily know about that, but we hear about it so much. So who knows what's really possible out here in these streets. But I think it's just really strange. And I just think about how we are as people, how our parents don't play like certain games, like now who all going? You don't know nobody, but no, you got to stay home. And thinking we're absolved from certain things just because the times have changed, though they have not changed. And it's just really a sad and unfortunate situation. I think about that quite often. I think about what's the young boy name that was found in the mat?
Oh, it was the wrestler.
Yeah, I think his
Georgia.
name
That
is
was back
Kelvin
in.
Johnson or something.
Yeah.
I know Jennifer Lewis did kind of like a documentary about that.
Yeah,
Um,
hold on, I'm gonna pull him up.
but I think
Kendrick Johnson. Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick. I was like, I know his last name is
Kendrick
Johnson.
Johnson.
I think about him often, and just like cases, just like with Nolan, it is the same thing over and over again, and how people are just able to get away with this, and it just not be nothing, and people just go about they day. It's just really sad, and definitely people have to start forcing their hand and stop being afraid. There will be blood. We know that. Like we know that that's just how it is. Like part of the battle is bloodshed.
Yeah.
But like even with the situation that's happening now with the Smithsonian and the African, American History Museum, Trump trying to put disclaimers saying the stuff you see in here has been, is fictitious, it's been fabricated, and it's just like y'all are some. I had to catch myself because I didn't want the kids to hear me say a bad word. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's just y'all gotta stop playing on our face. Just like how my ex-boyfriend played in my face about them crack rocks. Stop it. I know what I saw. We know what's real.
That's real. No, you correct. You exactly correct about it. It's just something, man. It's just, and I
I'm
hope that we can
tired.
figure out. And we probably won't get any more information on this sister. Unfortunately, because it's so far. It happened so long ago. It's gonna
Yeah.
be nuts. I mean, I
That'll
don't
be
know what kind of
something like
evidence.
the Emmett Till thing.
Yeah, it's one of them things of like this so far away. What kind of good evidence do you even have to even be able to prove this? Any good
Right.
defense attorney would be able to break this shit up. So there's no point unless you get a actual witness
Yeah.
of someone saying like I was there and I saw this. Yeah,
Right.
it's not gonna work. Well, Dom, thank y'all for listening to the short episode. We're gonna do a live next week, y'all. Next Wednesday, we're gonna do a live. So make sure you go to SOC Network on YouTube and you can subscribe and find out when we're going live next Wednesday. Dom, where can people hit you up at?
Y'all can find me wherever you podcast at St. Angeles. Please subscribe and like and share. Whiskey Soured. I have another. Yeah, I have another episode coming out with my homegirl Naya. And previous episode with my baby cousin, we talk about her kind of growing up as a biracial, her working in entertainment, more so in special effects in Hollywood, her cancer diagnosis, everything. And I also have an episode out with the great Ken Edwin, who was also an Aquarius. And we are that both of those are live episodes. And shout out to people that hopped in and said hello. And also Stone Cold Freaks, our third episode just dropped. We are interviewing Willie and Leela of the I Got You Pegged podcast, and we talk about their relationship and their marriage as a poly open couple. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So please check that out. Please continue to hop in our Aquarian babes and commenting and all of that. I love that. I love being able to see y'all and respond to y'all. Y'all better tap in now so y'all could be like, well, I was here from the beginning, just how y'all were
at the beginning. Yeah, you was at the beginning.
You know, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun and very informational, educational, all of that. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share all the podcasts on the SLLC network.
Yes, yes. With voicemail too, 314-649-31.
They not calling us.
I know we got to keep
doing. They rather send us crazy messages because they want to be able to get it out.
The voicemail, it's nothing wrong. You know, it's all good. We just have a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good. It'll be good.
Let me go feed these kids, y'all. I love y'all. We'll see y'all back here.
See y'all. Peace.